everyone! So tax season is almost upon us, and I wanted to make this video to share how I structure my taxes so that you guys can get an insight into the kinds of things that I've learned along the years on how to structure your taxes. So taxes are something that I had no idea about. I had no idea about any of the tax laws, what a business, company or trust was, and an individual, or even like the individual tax rates. And I just assumed that the amount of money that I was paying in taxes each year was the amount of money that everybody kind of paid.
Wrong.
And as I started to learn a little bit more about business and a little bit more about money and tax, I quickly learned that there are lots of ways that you can structure your taxes in order to really maximize your income. So I wanted to take this opportunity to make this video for you guys just to share my story and how I actually structure my taxes. So hopefully you can learn a thing or two. So if you do enjoy videos like this, please make sure you give this video a like. It really does help out my YouTube channel and really helps me understand what you guys like. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing to this channel. I do produce 2 new videos every single week about making money, saving money, and investing. So if you like content like this, please subscribe. And before we get into the video, I did want to note that I'm not a tax accountant. These are just some things that I've learned through my own experience and the way that I've actually set up my taxes now. And if you do have any other questions about your tax, I do recommend going to a professional like a tax accountant to help you out with these queries. So with that said, let's get into the video. In Australian law, there are different types of taxes depending on your entity. For example, there's individual tax, company tax, and trust tax. Individuals are taxed through their TFN, and the highest tax bracket is 45%. And base rate entities like companies are taxed through their ABN, and they're taxed at a rate of 27.5%. The rate that you will be charged with your taxes depends on your entity. For example, are you an individual, a company, or a trust? The amount of money you earn, and how you make money. So as you guys are probably already aware, I do have multiple sources of income and I do get taxed at different rates. For example, I do have businesses, for example, my false eyelashes business, and I also do marketing freelancing work on the side as well. And that is on top of my full-time job as well. So especially when you do have a side hustle and multiple sources of income, it's really important to make sure that you're structuring your taxes in the right way. I've been one of those people who have always had a side hustle. I've always had digital marketing clients which I work with outside of my 9-to-5 job, and some of these clients I've been working with for years, and I just had no idea how to structure my taxes until now. So if you do have a side hustle or a side business or some extra income streams, I hope this video is useful to you, because at the time it was definitely useful for me to learn how these things work. So this is how I structure my personal tax. I have a full-time job. I did initially try to engage this company as a contractor. However, if you do earn over 80% of your income from one company or one source, then you are technically classified as an individual and you should be lodging your tax returns through your TFN. I also have my home under my name because I was able to get the stamp duty exemption for being a first home buyer, which saved me about $20,000. However, I am saving up currently to purchase a home to use as a rental investment. I did the numbers on it for another video and it kind of blew my mind because I didn't realize how much of a return you could make with real estate. So that's one of the things that I'm saving up for. And when I do purchase an investment property, I will likely put that under my trust account, because if I put it under my own name as an individual, it's much more difficult to claim expenses related to home improvements for renting out your rental property. So that's probably what I'll do. Having a trust also helps you protect the asset as well. So just in case somebody tries to sue me or something like that, I don't actually own that property, it's controlled by the trust. So that just also protects my investment. And it will be much easier to report all of the expenses and money that I spent, maybe improving the property for potential renters, because that will be classed as a business expense through my trust. So the problem with personal tax is the more money you make, the more tax you pay, and the higher up the bracket that you go, up to that 45% mark. And especially if you have a business or multiple sources of income or a side hustle, this can really increase fast. Also, one of the things I did want to mention, which is something that I didn't really know at the beginning, is if you do have a side hustle, you can't actually claim those deductions if you don't make any money from your side hustle. So you'll have to carry that loss over until you do start making money from your side hustle. So 2 years ago when I started my false eyelashes business, I tried to claim the cost of all of the goods that I bought for my eyelashes business, but I wasn't able to that year because it wasn't generating enough income yet. So I had to carry that loss over to the next year. And that's when I spoke to my tax accountant about setting up a trust and a company. So this is what my tax structure looks like. So I have a family trust, which is the primary shareholder of my false eyelashes business and also my digital marketing consulting work. And I also use this trustee company to invest money in shares. So this company holds shares and it also receives income and dividends from my partner's company. The reason why we set up this trust is when you do have a trust, you can distribute that to different individuals and companies. So rather than being taxed at the individual rate, which can be really high of up to 45%, by distributing it to a company, it will be taxed at the company rate of 27.5%. So all of the money at the end of the year that is in the trust will actually go into the company and will be taxed at the company rate of 27.5% instead of 45%. Another great thing about having a trust is it protects your assets. So for example, if somebody wanted to sue me, all of my money is in the trust. It's technically not owned by me, so they could only go after the money that I have in my bank account. And also having a trust makes it a lot easier to distribute money between people and companies. So those are just some benefits of having a trust. So company A is used to run my false eyelashes business, and I haven't registered for GST yet. You do have to register for GST if you are earning above $70,000. However, if you are earning less than $70,000, then you don't have to register for GST. Company B is used to run my digital marketing services, which I do as a side hustle for clients. And it also owns my YouTube channel, so when I do start generating income from YouTube. So in conclusion, by setting up this tax structure, I've managed to protect my assets, really easily distribute money between all of my different accounts and different companies, and also save on tax in the long term. So if you do have a side hustle or multiple sources of income, I highly do recommend talking to your tax accountant to see what kind of structures are available to you to help you maximize your income and protect your assets. I also do recommend that you do your own learning and research into the area of tax. There's so many resources out there to help you, and just knowing a bit more about how taxes work. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you found it useful. If you did enjoy this video, please give this video a like and please subscribe to my channel if you do want to see more. I produce 2 new videos every single week about how to save money, how to make money, and how to set yourself up for financial freedom. So let me know in the comments, do you have any tax tips and what are you doing for your taxes this year? I read every single one of your comments and I would love to know. See ya!